unwanted habits that you cannot control of? Are you involved in inability to stop or partakers of activities like gambling, eating, working, or even playing that you cannot stop it? Are you experiencing addiction that you cannot control? How to use a substance or a partakers of activities become dependent on it that it can cope up in our daily life, in our daily activities. Then this video will discuss about such things that you are desiring to answer that queries in your mind right now. So, stay tuned. Don't go anywhere cause we will be starting right now. Hi, this is Miss Mia Yonson. This channel is all about beauty and health with healing and meditation so that you can boost your confidence and spend more time with the people you love. So, if you are interested with health and beauty and with healing and meditations to be the best part of your life, start by subscribing here. Join on our community for us to discuss more about the topics that you want me to talk about with, and hit the notification bell so that you will not miss anything for my next videos. My previous blogs talks about smoking. It talks about the addiction of smoking, how the addiction of smoking created in our brain, how does it affects the how does it affects the organs in our body, the very important organ in our body. How can we fight the addiction of cigarette smoking? How we fight the the urge of having a cigarette smoking. And we also talk about the steps how to fight the addiction, how to boost the willpower, how to maximize the willpower so that we can fight against the smoking addiction. And we also show a testimony of a real cigarette smoking quitter, and we found out that we can, and that is not impossible. Yes, very possible that we can quit smoking without any expense. The testimony told us that only he is just only using a dried papaya leaves, a decoction of papaya leaves. But he did not tell us that 1 liter of decoction of the papaya leaves uh, to be consumed in a 1 day, and that is for 2 to 3 months completely. The urge, the addiction of the cigarette smoking was completely gone. We thank God for that learnings. Now, today, we will be talking about addiction. What is addiction? What causes addiction? What types of addiction? What are the signs that a person is suffering under addiction? When we done certain things that we cannot control of, when we have behavior, habits, emotions, desires of the things that we can't even afford it, but we need to buy it, we need to get it, because we like it, we have collected some things like that, and even if that is not very important, we have to get it. And that behavior, that that kind of behavior that we have is belong also to addiction, because when we talk about addiction, we always refer to nicotine addiction, drug addiction, alcohol addiction. Yes, according to the experts, that is what are the most common addiction that uh, exist. But besides nicotine, drugs, and alcohol, there are other common addictions that we have, including in coffee drinking. Yes, coffee drinking, or caffeine, gambling, angry as a coping strategy, food, technology, games or gambling. Yeah, games or gambling, sex, and works. Most signs of addiction relates to a person's impaired ability to maintain self-control, like social, such as seeking out situations that encourage substance or behavior, like looking for a companion or friends, or hanging out with liquor drinking, or with substance or chemical taking. Sometimes with an addiction won't stop their behavior even if they recognize to the problem that the addiction is causing. Like a smoker knows and figure out the lungs, a cancer patient's lungs causing by a nicotine, know that, but the addiction won't stop their behavior. In some cases, they also display a lack of self-control, like they are intended to do it. There are some behaviors and emotional changes associated with addictions includes unrealistic or poor assessment of the pros and cons associated with using substances or behavior. Yes, because of the addiction, the mind is clouded. Yes, clouded with addiction is why a person cannot fathom what is the pros and cons of each situations. Because of the addiction, they are blinded, even though they know that these things will lead into distraction, blaming other factors or other people for their problems. Yes, because of the addiction, this person will blame other persons for their problems. Like, my wife cannot give me a child, so I'll go on drinking so that I can forget my emotional problem. Like that. Increase the level of anxiety, depression, and sadness. Why? It's because you spend more money for liquor. If, for example, you spend more time money for liquors, nicotine, so that you can forget your problem. But after that, you still can't forget your problem, and then you spend money for the liquor and cigarettes, and then after that, it will damage your health. is what addiction will bring you. It can cause more depression and anxiety and sadness. Trouble. Trouble in identifying feelings. If you drunk, you found other, you found that girl or that lady very beautiful in your eyes, and then you feel in love, but it's because of you are drunk, you feel in love with that person, and then after there is no addiction, there after the hangover, you, wow, how did it happen last night, like that. So addiction can cause, can trouble you identified feelings, and addiction can trouble telling the difference between the feelings and the physical sensitivities of the emotions. When you are high enough after taking some such chemical substances, you are high enough, you cannot identify the sensitivity of the feelings. Others found someone very beautiful, very attractive when they are high enough. Yes, that is the result of addiction. So since we don't have enough time to explain it here, next time on my vlogs, I will be talking about the real problem in our society. We will be studying about how to solve the problem of addiction in playing games, like playing in Mobile Legends and in other adults also. When a person that is addicted to gadgets, when it is their first time to have it, hit the like button if it helps you. Share to the other people so that we can help the other people too. Please leave a comment on the comment section on the things that you want me to talk about on my next vlogs, and please subscribe if you are new to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell so that you will be updated on my next video. So this is Miss Mia Yonson. I'll see you on my next video.